Microphone check, 1 2. Microphone check, microphone check. All right, y'all give me a second here. Let me get the camera going. Are we working today? Are we working today? YouTube, come on now. Work with me, work with me. All right, cool. Got that going. Lights on. You are now tuned into the network. The YouTube channel that takes complex networking topics, dumbs it down to a more simple language. Today we're doing another NAT lab. Yes, another LiveLabs. NAT lab. Network address translation. When I tell y'all know typically I stream Monday through Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But I said I'm going to try to lab every day. Don't know if y'all can see that or not. Lab every day. And get your t-shirts from your man Dewan Lightfoot. I forgot what his website is. It's probably labeveryday.com or something. I don't remember, but that's where I got these t-shirts. I just kind of like that concept and that mantra. I try to live to that. Caden Collins in the building. Can't hear you. Interesting. All right. Let's see if I can get that going. Let's see. Performance unmute. Come on now. We gotta switch devices here. Properties. Microphone is the snowball mic. It's the snowball mic. Can y'all hear me? Let me know if you can hear me because I don't know what's going on. Let's see if we can get that going here this way. And I tell y'all things could go wrong. Allow change access for this mic. Maybe we should switch the. Y'all still can't hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me. Oh, you can hear me. Okay, good. I was like, can hear you. Can. Okay, good, man. I was like, what is going on here, man? I was like, man, I've been running all kind of issues, man. The freaking sound app.
Are you fucking stupid?
The sound app don't want to work. I was actually recabling up my hardware here. I just installed a new octo cable. So the NAT lab that we're going to be working with, I put the instructions in the Discord server if you guys want to follow along and stuff. Let me copy the network topology so that way y'all can see it. This is actually the network topology right here. Well, that's actually the server. Let's see. Yeah, like I said, I've been running all kind of issues today. Whew, let me see. Okay, the terminal server's not even plugged up right over here. My network cable. When y'all tell y'all, it's a lot to prepare for these live streams, man. It's a lot, man. Y'all think YouTube easy, just starting a channel and just start recording and talking shit, man. It's a lot, man. Cause then, look at that, 4 minutes into the stream and
1 eternity later.
And this thing still ain't so. Okay, now we got the terminal server going. Let's see. I need router 1, 2, and 3. Let's make sure that those guys are plugged up. Okay, 1. Okay, maybe the console cable is not on that one because I don't see that one waking up. Oh, it's not even plugged up. So let me turn those guys on. I believe the switches are on. Let's at least see if the switches are on. Switch 1. Yeah, switch 1 is alive. Switch 2. He's alive. All right, we got to get the routers going, and then. Yeah, boy. When I tell y'all, man, it's a lot of work to get this done. And then today was Mother's Day. I spent some time with my lady, and we went to it's Mother's Day, man. My mom didn't really want to do anything, and so we're gonna, because it's just so busy with Mother's Day and stuff. This is the network topology we're gonna be working with, right? Let me resize that to something a bit bigger. Let's say 150, so y'all can see it, right? 150. I haven't done this lab at all yet, right? So we're gonna do this together. What's going on here? Y'all give me a second here. When I tell y'all, I got all kind of networking. I mean, a lot of issues going on over here. Y'all give me a minute. Y'all give me a minute, man. But get this going over here bigger. And let me paste that over here. And we're gonna resize that. 150. Yeah, so that should be good enough right there. So I got these guys all cabled up already. Right? I tried to do that earlier in the stream. So this guy's turned on. This guy's turned on. I got these PCs cabled up, but they're not turned on yet. We'll test those for natting. I believe we're gonna set up NAT probably on this guy right here, and probably on this guy. I don't know. I haven't even, just by looking at this, that's probably what we're gonna do. These routers, I gotta power those guys on. I think they're cabled up already though. So y'all give me a second here. Again, if you guys want to follow along, join the Discord server. There is the instructions for this lab also. So if you have hardware, you can follow along. If you have EvenG, you can follow along. If you have, any other simulator like GNS3 or something like that. Oh, great! This freaking cable over here is now stuck. Unbelievable, man. I'm gonna need another power cord over here. Give me a second here. Oh man. Well, when I tell y'all, man. Alright, I got two router 2 is powered on. I mean, router 1's powered on and cabled up. Router 2 is cabled up and powered on. I just got router 3 going, and then we'll get started. But I got this power cord that got stuck, so I can't use that guy. I needed one more power cord. He's about to do that right now. That guy's on. All right. Router 3 is powered up and came on. Let's see if those guys are alive.
One eternity later.
Let's see. So I just powered up, and these guys right here. These guys again were already powered on, as you can see right there. And we got some syslog messages, so that kind of lets us know. That kind of lets us know that the routers are powered on. Let's see. There's router 1. Oh, I already had them. Let's see. There's router 1 powering on right there. Router 2 is powering on right now. Router 3 is... He looked like he waking up. He looked like he waking up. Y'all give that some time here. Again, if you want to follow along, let me give you the lab that I'm going to be using is in the Discord server. If you're not joined to the Discord server, here is an invite. I'm going to put it in the group chat there. Yeah, they said you can't hear me. All right. Got shout out to Jay Booth in the building. Jay H Booth, rather. Appreciate you for tuning in. Let's see. What was we going to work with here? Oh, the invite. I don't know what's going on with this right here. I can't get in the group chat for... Alright, let me plug that up right here. Hang on, y'all. The group chat on Streamlabs, it does not work. I don't know why. It says sign in. When you sign in, it says, yeah, you can't use the chat over here. So I gotta open up a YouTube window and then chat in there. So I'm trying to give y'all the invite, and I can't even get to the damn chat. Well, I tell y'all, everything's going on wrong today. Everything is not working. You gotta pop it out, pop it back in. I put it in theater mode. I still can't see the chat. Anybody know the easiest way to get to the chat? And there it is, right there. Jesus, man. Of course, it's not on here. Come on, man. There's the invite, man. I might not chat with y'all in the group chat because, like I said, I'm running all kind of issues today. I don't know. It's just not a good day for me. But I said I'm gonna try to live stream every day with you guys, man. So y'all got to give me some credit here, man. No, don't want that. All right. So yeah, looks like router 3 is powering on as well. He is taking a little bit of time, and this is why they always tell you to try to use like some virtualization software. You ain't got to worry about cabling stuff up, powering stuff on. Router 1, what is going on with router 1? I don't see him. Let's see, is he on? Oh, he's still powering up. I don't see no lights though. That's what's weird. I might have. Did I turn him off? Oh, I did turn off router 1. My bad. That's what it was. There it goes. Now he's powering on right now. All right, there you go. I was like, the light's not on. What's going on here? Now I got a power cord that's stuck from there. Like I said, I was rearranging my network rack here, and let's see. YouTube can be weird with their streamings. Yeah, I really don't know. I really don't know. Like I'm like sitting here trying to get things going. The app was not working. I don't know what I got. So I figured out that I could use 2 apps because I have split screen on my phone, and I'm just like, why is this not working?
God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
The what was it, man? Just nothing. Just wanted to work for me today, man. The camera, y'all remember the camera wasn't working the other day? I just realized that there's a privacy button on the damn, this right here. I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but yeah, that it goes away, man. And I didn't know there was a privacy button there. Unbelievable. I'm sitting here, I had to Google that, and I realized there was a privacy button. You know, most camera apps or most cameras have just a little shutter that you manually close. No, there's a button on this thing, and I didn't realize it until later on tonight, and I'm like, oh my god, you gotta be kidding me, man. So the last stream, the reason why I didn't get no video feed was because the privacy button was on, man.
Are you fucking stupid?
No, I'm not. It's just I didn't realize that feature was there. Something else over here I need to get going. Y'all give me a second. Man. Alright. Just nothing is not working, you guys. Oh, I'm sorry, man. That's supposed to be a 2. All right. All right, so he look like his power is on. Yeah, you made it. Yes. Shout out to DRB for joining the Discord server over there. All right. What else we got going on here? Two hours later. All right, router 1 is finally powering on. I guess we could just get started with the configurations here. We might start with the distribution layer switches. I don't know. We could also copy and paste the configs. There's configs on here that you can just go on there. Background scenario: the headquarter and branch sites must be configured to support NAT. So headquarters is located where? This blue right here. That's the headquarters site, and then we have the branch site right there. So it looks like we're going to be setting up NAT right here and NAT right here. So we got those kind of like the borders, right? So just by looking at this, we know that this is probably going to be the outside interface, and that's probably going to be the outside interface. Meanwhile, this is going to be inside, and that's going to be inside. And remember what I said about the I and the O? That's how I'm going to remember it, right? We have let's see. This is probably going to be the O. This router right here is going to be O. And then we have two inside, right? So that's an I, and that's an I right here for inside and outside, right? Which means this is going to be inside local. That's going to be inside local. I know that looks weird right there. That's probably going to be inside global right here. That's going to be inside global. Meanwhile, this is outside global right here. That's outside global right here. And then this will probably be inside local if they want to reach it. But most likely, these two are going to be the same address, outside, local, and global, right? I hope that makes sense to y'all. Let me join this right here. And this is the latest I've ever streamed. Y'all know I really don't stream. Typically don't stream. Well, yeah, I do stream this late. I start at 9, but this is, I guess, the latest start time for me. Let's see here. Y'all give me a minute. Give me a minute. Again, if you want to join the Discord server, join in on the lab in here. Just get the instructions on the just discombobulated right now, man. The instructions are in the Discord server. So router 1, we say they want us to configure some basic stuff for each device, so we can copy and paste most of this stuff right here, except for the interfaces, right? We don't want to do that. Let's see. Yeah, we might be able to just copy and paste everything. So I'm going to start with router 1. Is he on? Yes, he is. Configure terminal. Let's just copy and paste. This all does. It's all what we need. Yeah, that's good. All right, so that's router 1. The interface gig 000, which will probably be. Remember, the interfaces might be different. So for mine, show IP interface brief. My interfaces. Looks like I already have some configurations here. That's probably from an ASA lab that I was working with. Hang on a second. I should probably wipe all of this stuff up because let's see, we got a loopback 0. Let's see what we got here. Erase this. All right, so mine has a fast Ethernet. So the lab calls for gigabit Ethernet, but I'm gonna go to the fast Ethernet and give him that address that's in there. Right, his address is gonna be .1. Right, .1 of what? Where's the network address here? I guess this is the 10.0.0 network. No. Where's router 1? Router 1 is right here. So he has a loopback. No, he has a 209 address. Why does he have a 209 address? Oh, right there. So That's the 209 address. That's the address I need to give gig 000. All right, so go to interface FA00 in my case, right? FA00/0.
10 seconds later.
Copy paste that, and I know that I said I was going to do the IP addressing and stuff before stream, but like I said, I was busy doing other stuff, so I didn't have time to get to it. The other interface is FA01, so go to that's already in there. So interface FA0/1. Put that. That has a static. Looks like it has a static route there. Oh, that's supposed to be FA00. So in my case, it's gonna be. Let me open up Notepad, I guess. Let's get a Notepad going here. Let's close that. Let's get this going here. Paste that. This is probably going to be a FA00 on my case. So FA00. So again, if you're copying the copy and pasting the configs from the sheet, just know your interfaces may or may not be different. Mine is obviously different. So wait, the next hop is actually not FGI000. Mine is going to be yeah, it is FA00. Dot 2 is the next hop, right? Let's see. Yeah, dot 2 is the next hop right there. So let's see what they tried to. Oh, I wasn't in global config mode. What the hell's wrong with me? Paste that bad boy. Bloop. He don't like IP route. Why he don't like that? Oh, I already did the interface, so let's do this. I was exiting out and then tried to paste the static route. That's what's going on here. And that's supposed to be FA00. And hopefully it'll take it this time. It took it that time, right? That's the other thing, man. Alright, so router 2. I guess I can start with router 2 now. Basic configs. He said, what up, bro? Can't thank you for the motivation. Thumbs up is free, everybody. Yeah, for sure, man. Hit me with that like button. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. And yeah, I hope I'm motivating you guys, because like I said, I really didn't really want to stream tonight, but I said I was going to lab every day, and that's what I'm essentially doing here. Let's go down some. Okay. So router 2 now? Yeah, let me get on the router 2. Who's right over here? Consoled into him. Again, we're doing a NAT lab today, right? But we're just doing the basic configs here. I did not paste it. I didn't copy. Paste. I think everything I need is there. Just got to remember the password is Cisco123 if we ever need to telnet into any of this. I guess they added a banner there too. We'll go ahead and add a banner. Paste. Come on, man. Come on, man. Alright, and then interface FA00. Interface FA00. So interface FA00 has this IP address. And then FA0001, which is this interface right over here. 0001 is .2, so I need to give him that IP address. Interface FA0/1. Give him that IP address, right? He's .2, yep. Just to make sure we got everything correct. 224. I mean, let's see, what is it? This is router 2, right? He says it's 240. Oh, that's the loopback right there. So gig 000 is going to be 224.2, which is 224.2. So that's correct. All right. Now I'm going to do the loopback with, looks like two next hops. And they're doing the outgoing interfaces, which I need to change on mine also. So let me go to Notepad and change those. These are going to be FA00. Again, your interfaces might be different if you're following along here. So if you're using GNS3 or even G, just be cognizant of what interfaces they tell you are the outgoing interfaces for these static routes here when you plug them up, right? Router 2.
1 week
later.
Yes, we getting to it, man. Goddamn, SpongeBob. Paste that, right? I think that's all for router 2. Yep, that's gonna be all for router 2. What am I missing here? What am I missing here? Oh, the exit button, because, geez, why do they put the exit button if you're gonna put a static route afterwards? Killing me, man. All right, let me manually paste these static routes. Shout out to the people at the Cisco Network Academy, but this book right here, this came from a book called the CCNP ENCOR Lab Manual, right? I think you got to be in the Network Academy. No, you don't have to be in the Network Academy. You can just buy this book on Amazon or, you know, any other like Barnes and Nobles or something like that, right? But you have to kind of like it's for the course in the Cisco Networking Academy. The thing is with this book though, there's some files that come with it that you may or may not need. We got Bucky Roush in the building. Appreciate you for tuning in. Where's my love? Make sure I get back here. Yeah, nothing wants to work right on this thing, man. I'm kind of late with my with my shout out there. No, see, that's what I meant to do. I need to change these to FA00. That's what I thought I did. Paste that one more time. There they go. That's the static routes I was looking for. Let's double check our work with what? Show IP routes. We should have some static routes in there. I also have these other loopbacks. I hope that was loopback 0 too. Let me see. The loopback was the 209 address. So that loopback should have been a 209 address on router. Let's see. Let me make sure that the loopback is on there on router 2. Router 2 don't look like you have a loopback. Let's double check though. Show IP interface brief. He should have a 209 240.1 loopback, and he does not. So that's wrong. And that is router 2. So I don't know why that one didn't come in. That's the loopback address that I was looking for right there. Show IP interface brief. We gotta double check that there's the loopback that I was looking for. Don't worry about these loopbacks. That's from another lab that I was working with, but let's get rid of them so we don't get confused or anything. Interface loopback 99, no 199, and no interface loopback 200. So get rid of those guys. Show up interface brief. Alright, that looks about right. We got the serial interfaces shut down. We got some static routes. I think router 2 is good now. Let's see here. What I got going on over here? Damn. Y'all give me a second here.
One eternity later.
Logged into that. All right, I think we can move on to router 3, which is over here on the right hand side right here, and then we'll start working on the distribution layer switches. I know we haven't gotten to the NAT yet, but we will in just a second. Router 3 got some basic configs. He's already labeled as router 3. Where's router 3? Is he awake? Is he awake?
Are you fucking stupid?
Yes, he is. He's waking up. He's waking up. All right, so don't put that in there. Copy and paste. Bloop, bloop. Get that going. All right. Well, I guess they had a banner too, so let's go ahead and paste that on there. Oh man, like nothing wants to copy and paste, man. Even the copy and paste feature don't want to work for me, man. Let's see. All right. We got DRB in the building. Appreciate you for tuning in. Thank you. I found your channel through Keep It Techie. I believe I went to community college for computer networking certificate. So your channel is great, man. Appreciate you for tuning in, man. Shout out to DRB in the group chat over there. I don't know if you in the or in the Discord server rather. I don't know if you're joined to the channel. I mean, subscribe to the channel or anything like that. But make sure you subscribe as well. What else we was working with? This banner didn't take. That banner didn't take. So go to config mode. Jesus, man, the exit button is what it is. Jesus, y'all give me a second. Y'all give me a second, man. yeah, I didn't have time to prepare for this lab today, and then I got tired, and I was like, let me take a nap before I try to start streaming, and of course, it was kind of like a little too late to prepare, so I'm kind of preparing during the stream here, but it's all good. For anybody that's kind of, I guess, kind of new to this stuff, they could kind of watch as we do some basic configurations, even though I'm just copy and pasting and stuff like that.
Are you fucking stupid?
No, it's just that I'm copy and pasting, so it's all good. If you want to know what some of these commands mean, just ask in the chat. There's a lot of smart people in the group chat over there. Oh, we could change switch 1 to... I could start, yeah, now we can start working on the distribution layer switches. So D1 is the one on the left-hand side, right? This guy right here. We're going to start configuring him. Then we'll start configuring him. And then after that, I think all the basic configurations have been copy and pasted on here, right? So y'all just been watching me copy and pasting. But it's all good, though. Configure terminal. And then we want to change him to D1 and all of that. Put some basic configs there. Yeah, so if you have any questions on any of those basic configs, just ask away, and then we'll tell you what they mean and what they do and stuff like that. Ooh, he wants to shut down a whole bunch of other interfaces. I guess we'll do that. And put a banner in there. Oh, mine's are... See, again, your interfaces might be different. So in my case, they are actually FA101, and that is FA1111. No, that's actually going to be... Is it 111? No, it's not going to be that. It's going to be... Oh, yeah, those are the gigabit interfaces. These are the gigabit interfaces. Right? Why are they shutting... My question is, why are they going to shut down all the ports if one of them is going to be used? You know what? I'm going to leave those. I'm not going to shut down everything else, because we might run into issues here. Let's see, 11114. Those are the... these are the... kind of like the ones that are the gigabit interfaces, that the uplinks kind of. So don't know. Oh, because they're using different models in this lab here. So yes, okay. Yeah, we'll go ahead and put that banner in. Whatever. I think distribution switch number 1 is good. No, they also need a default gateway, interface VLAN. Oh, and then they no-shut everything else. So I see what they did there. But fuck it, I'm gonna leave everything else open. I don't need to shut down everything. I don't want to be. All right, so let's copy and paste all of this right here. Copy and paste all of this right here. Notice what we're doing here. No, that's wrong. I've got fast Ethernet, not gigabit Ethernet. We do have a virtual VLAN 1 we're gonna configure as well. Copy and paste that. We made that one to a host port, so that should be good. I believe distribution switch number 1 is good. And then after that, let's do distribution switch 2, and then we should be able to start natting. Distribution switch number 2 is right over here. So finally, we're going to do this. We already configured these 3. We configured this guy right here, and then we're going to configure this guy right here, and then we're going to set up NAT probably between these as kind of like the borders for each of the network address. They're kind of like, I guess you can call them network address translation borders, or demarcation point, whatever you want to call it. Paste that bad boy onto there. I'm not shutting down any interfaces. So Atticus now in the building. Appreciate you for tuning in. We got Bucky Roush in the building. We got the beautiful ones in the building. Shout out to all of y'all. Oh, Caden, you was in here. You the one that confused me with my microphone. I mean, yeah, my microphone. I thought it wasn't working. NetworkBruh. Catching the live streams are tricky during the week, but I still catch up with the labs later on. Well, that's yeah, it's kind of hard for me to do that too, but you know, because like I said, I do a lot of working day and night and stuff like that, man. So, and it's just a lot easier for me to be flexible with my time. So I typically stream, if you guys don't know, I typically stream Monday through Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but late last said I've been going to lab every day, but it's going to be between 6 and 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I don't know what time works for you, Atticus, now. You're like in a different country, right? I believe, I don't remember where you're at, but you're probably not in the Eastern time zone, which is probably why it's tricky to catch the live streams for you. Let me know where you guys are at, where you guys are tuning in from. I think that should be distribution switch number 2. And then he has some, make sure you grab the, this is supposed to be FA0, the lab from the Discord server, so that way you can follow along. This is FA, Fast Ethernet 23 and 24. And then they have some SVIs on each one, and I believe we're done with the basic configuration for each of these labs right here. Bloop, bloop. Give me a second. Let me do some stuff here on the side here. Hold on, man. I'm in the UK, that's why. Oh, okay, I got you, man. So you way over there, man. You are probably what, like 4 or 5, it's about 6-7 hours ahead of time or something like that. That's favorites. That's why I can't find anything in there, man.
Midnight.
I don't know what time it is over there for you, but yeah, your time is definitely probably different. So let me get this going. Back to my favorites. All right. Yeah, I think distribution switch is good there. They want me to set the clock on each device to UTC time. I ain't got to do that. They want me to save it to the running configuration. I don't want to do that. PC1 should be able to ping PC3. So they want me to verify reachability. So basically, I got 2 PCs connected, right? They're these little mini laptops that I got on eBay for like $50 each, and I use these as my end hosts, right? These guys right here. I'll go ahead and power them on, and they said technically I should be able to ping from PC1 to PC3. So PC1 is sitting right over here. They're saying I should technically be able to ping from here to there with the basic configs that they gave us there, right? We already know about static routing. We already know about setting up interface VLANs and stuff like that. So, you know, all that stuff I copy and pasted are stuff we already kind of know about. At least I do. If not, then just ask away in the chat. There's a lot of smart people in the building over there. We got Anders Tech in the building. Okay. Yeah, appreciate you for tuning in, bro. We just getting started with this NAT lab. We are, look at this, an hour into the stream. And we're going to do implementing NAT. I'm actually using hardware today, which is why it's taken me a long time to set up here. I'm powering on this PC right over here. Bloop. Powering on this PC right over here. Bloop. They're actually laptops. And I'm going to have this guy ping him going this way and pinging that. Right? Everything else was, everything, we just copy and pasted all this IP addressing and stuff, all of this already. And then after that, we're going to set up NAT on probably this router and this router right over here. So again, these will be our outside interfaces. These are probably going to be our inside interfaces, right? Just by looking at this network topology, right? Because this is called the headquarters site and that's called the branch site, right? So just by looking at that, that's what we know is going to be outside and inside. We've been doing NAT all week. So, if you were tuned into this channel, then you kind of know some of these topics. If not, just go back and watch those live streams. This guy's powered on, so I'm gonna have to change his IP address. I'm gonna make this guy right over here switch number. He's plugged up to switch 1, so that means this guy's gonna be PC1. I've got a continuous ping in here for some reason. Oops. Oh, network cable's unplugged. So you'll probably see a message come up on distribution switch number 1 now. Let's see. Yep, so he just came on right now. Bloop. He's port number 23. Let's see, is he plugged up to port number 23? Yes, he is. So the cabling is, looks like I've been doing that correctly so far, right? Something's working. We did something right in here, right?
Are you fucking stupid?
Chill out, man. So now, I'm going to configure this PC to have that IP address that is listed on there. The IP address they said this PC is supposed to be is looks like 10.0.0.50, and his default gateway is 10.0.0.1. So let me do that. 10.0.0.50. Subnet mask of /24. Default gateway is 10.0.0.1. Let me just try to do the default gateway first. 0.0.1. I'm going to try to ping the default gateway real quick. Home network. Command prompt. Ping. The default gateway we said was what? 10.0.0.1, which is going to be the interface VLAN. No, 10.0.0.1. What IP address is that? He said that's his default gateway. Oh, so then this is what it is. It's the interface on the router 1. So basically, I'm going to have this PC right here try to ping his default gateway, which is right over here. Y'all see that right there? Let's see. 10.0.0.1. And I got a reply. That's good. That's good. Come on, man. Let's see. Can I ping PC3? Well, probably not because I haven't configured him yet. So let me go ahead and power him on. And it says his battery is low. Beautiful. This is why if you have any kind of like GNS3 or any other virtualization app, it's probably best for you to do it that way. But y'all know me. I'm old school and I like doing hardware. And I like actually physically cabling things up. That's just me, man. I like tinkering with hardware. Some people might call it a waste of time. Some people be like, man, you wasting time right here. We probably could have been jumping onto the NAT already. We're still doing basic ping and basic connectivity tests here. Interface, IP addressing. But it's all good, man. Thanks for rocking with me. I didn't mean to put that over there. I'm going to put this over here. I just ain't got no space over here, man. Let's put this over here. Jesus. I need more desk space is what it is too, man. Right, chill out, man. Alright, so he's powering on. I guess while he's powering on, let's see what else we can do here. In part 2, I'm going to skip a step while this guy's powering on. Part 2, you will configure verify static inside NAT. The idea behind static inside NAT is to make inside local addresses, which is going to be here. These are going to be the inside local addresses. Reachable via an outside global interface. So an outside global interface would be right here. So they're saying from router 2, he should be able to reach all these guys that are in here. But the thing is, he is probably going to see a different IP address when I'm pinging from out of here, and that's probably what they're gonna have us set up here. Remember, I didn't do this live yet. I'm just doing it with you guys live along with me. So, and if you want to follow along and actually cable this up and do it on your own, or use GNS3 or even G or whatever, packet tracer even, just join the Discord server. You'll see the instructions for this lab, and then you can follow along with me. On router 1, configure static inside NAT. Configure router 1 to translate the addresses on D1 interface VLAN 1. So basically, what they did here is inside. They did a static NAT for the 10.0.0.2 address to be this 209.99. So 10.0.0.2. Who is that? That is this guy right here. That's the SVI on this switch. They're saying to translate this address to 209.165.200.99. Who is that? .99 is. That is not on here. So they're just giving us a .99 address in this address space right here, right? Yes. So we're going to have a .99 from this address space. I know that's a bad arrow right there. But that address space right there, we're going to have a .99. So when we're sending traffic out of this interface, our inside local address is going to be 10.0.0.2. But when he exits out of this interface right here, he's going to appear as if he's coming from the 200 network, but it's going to be 200.99. And that's what they're going to have us do with this command right here, right? So we go to router 2, global config mode, and we say inside, how is it? NAT, no, my bad. I'm doing interface. I'm so used to doing that, right? IP NAT inside source, and it's a static NAT. So what was the IP address for the SVI? Inside is 10.0.0.2. 10.0.0.2, and then when we exit out the inside global, right? Because this is gonna be the inside local address, and then they want the outside local address. So when we're leaving, what address we're gonna be using when we exit out of that interface? What's that address? We said it was 209. What is that address right there? Erase. 209.165 200 dot. It's actually 99, right? So 209.165.200.99, and then they didn't ask us anything about overloading or any of these other options right here. I don't see the overload feature here. They didn't ask us to create an access control list, which we don't have to do for inside NAT, static NAT anyway. And then they said, let's see here. Oh, that's the other thing too. I never really see this interface right here for in both on NetSim, but this is an interface I remember on my hardware. This is an interface that'll come up when you do inside any kind of NATing. It's kind of like a virtual interface. I forgot what they called it and what it meant. Nothing wrong with the old school way, man. Hey, man, I appreciate that, man. That's just me. I like doing it the old school way. I like actually tinkering with hardware. I like seeing blinking lights on my switches, and that's just me, man. My boss used to make fun of me for like wanting to be working inside the data center, right? And he's like, he used to make fun of me like, do they have that on the front of the CCIE books? Yeah. So I don't know if y'all can see. This is how I kind of like pictured my network engineering career to be, right? Right. I'm in the data center and I'm like, I got my laptop and I'm plugged up to these. Like nowadays, everything is, you can do everything remotely. Once it's like set up in the racks and everything like that, everything else can be done remotely, unless something dies and you actually have to be out there, or if there's some sort of power outage issue, and even then you can use out-of-band management to remote into your devices. But I used to say, like, yeah, I probably pictured myself to look like this, where I'm actually inside a data center when 9 times out of 10 I'm like working from home, working on this stuff. So that's just me, man. On router 1, specify the inside and outside interfaces for NAT purposes. Remember what we said about inside and outside, right? So since this would be considered the wide area network, and then these circles right here would be our kind of like local area networks, right? That means the local area networks would be the inside, right? So this is inside, that side is inside, right? Outside would be the World Wide Web, or WWW, also known as the Wild Wild West, because anything goes out there, right? We're saying that means just by looking at that, this would be our inside interface, right? This out here would be our outside interface, right? How do we define that? We go to global config mode for each interface, which in my case it's interface 0001, so interface FA 0/1. Am I on router 2? That's on the wrong router. That's on the wrong router. That is on the wrong router. That should have been on router 1. Y'all see that? I'm glad I caught myself doing that. I'm on router 2 right now with all of this stuff. Let me erase that. Let me get out of this. Nobody caught me there. But luckily I caught myself here, right? Get out of this.
Are you fucking stupid?
No, because I caught myself doing that. Where is it? It's still in the cache right here. Control A. No. But what I am going to do is copy and paste that and put that into router 1. I was just testing y'all, right? Router 1 is over here on the left. There's router 1. That needed to be there. Paste. Also, the PC is on. Let me log into him. So that was there. Router 2. Oh, I needed to do that inside and outside interface, and I'm glad I caught myself doing that. So FA01 is inside, right? You see it right there? Remember, I don't have gigabit interfaces. I've got fast Ethernet. These are older 1841 routers. So FA0/1. Anybody know the difference between fast Ethernet and gigabit Ethernet? IP NAT inside, right? Which means the outside should be gig 000. In my case, FA00. He's still waiting a while for him to turn into an inside interface. There it is right there. Get out of this and do interface FA0/0 IP NAT outside. Alright, what's the next step they wanted us to do here? Verify the NAT process is occurring on router 1. We may or may not, because I didn't do any pinging yet, right? But let's see what we got. How we check that? Show IP NAT translations. Oh, we do have a translation. Inside local is 10.0.0.2, and then the outside global, when he leaves out of this interface, he's going to use that address there. We don't have any outside global just yet because we didn't ping anything. Remember, this PC was supposed to ping across over there, but this guy, I didn't turn him on yet, so I didn't. I was still in the process of powering it on, right? So let me go ahead and power him on now. He is on. I just didn't set up the configuration on the IP address. Again, if you want to follow along, join the Discord server. As a matter of fact, let me pin that to the chat over here. To window. I'm going to pin the Discord server to the top of the chat. Pin that message. So if you want to follow along, just go to join the Discord server, and then from there you can download this lab and then follow along. For the first hour, we did some basic IP addressing, copy and pasted all of that other stuff. What else we needed to do? Oh, I needed to set up this PC right over here. So I'm setting up PC 3 right now. Give me a minute. Bloop. Bloop. Properties. He is connected to which? He's connected to port number 23. So that means he's going to be PC number 3. Yes. I don't have PC 4. I just got 2 PCs. Maybe I should get another laptop, right? Or I could just get use even G, and then I could just spin up another PC, right? VM or something. 10.1.0.50. Y'all with me so far? Got any questions or anything? Anybody got any questions about natting? Know the difference between static NAT and dynamic NAT or anything like that? His default gateway is supposed to be what? It says 10. Y'all see it right there? I don't know if y'all can see that or not right there. If y'all want me to zoom in, I can do that. No, I can't. Let's do this. Let's resize it so y'all can see. Well, before I do that, let's get rid of all of this. I'm going to resize this so just so y'all can see it a little bit better. Right? And then his default gateway is right there, 10.1.0.1. So 10.1.0. Come on, man. Come on, man. Yeah, I lost my Boosie sound effect on my other app, man. Like, everything was just going wrong today. All right, I set him up. He got an IP address. Let me see if I can ping the default gateway, which is 10.1.0.1. Ping 10.1.0.1. Pinging. I'm not pinging the default gateway. So let's see what's wrong here. We need to fix that. Interface V 10.1.0.1 is the, what is that? That's probably, oh, that's this router right here. That's 10.1.0.1. So I need to go to router 3 and make sure that that's the address, and he's plugged up and he's fine. 10.1.0.1. What is his address? Show IP interface. Brief. That is not configured. There you go. See there? And he's not even plugged up. So I need to double check that. FA00, right? Let me double check. FA00. That's router 3. None of this look correct. 10.333. That looked like an address from another, whatchamacallit, another lab. Let me get rid of that though. Interface loopback 1. Let me get rid of that. And FA00, yeah, all this IP addressing don't even look correct. Let me go back and take a look at that router 3 stuff. Router 3. All right, so okay, I see it. I did not paste any of that stuff correctly. So interface 001, FA001, FA01. Go config mode. Interface FA0/1. His address is that 10.101 address. Should be that right there. And then the other interface is that 209 address. I'll give me a second here. The other interface is, and now he's turned up now, so that's good. The other interface should be FA00. So interface FA0/0. Paste that in there. No, that's not it. That's not the right address. It should be that 209 address. There. Now let's take a look at our interfaces. Show IP interface brief. What we got going on here? That all looks correct, except this is up down. Maybe I did no shut it, so maybe that could be a cabling issue. Let me go back there and check. Y'all give me a minute. Y'all got any questions or anything like that? Y'all let me know. I need to look at port number FA00 on router 3. Commercial break. Router 3. FA00. Down here. And then 01 is plugged up to the switch. So that don't look right. Don't look right. I think I got the cabling backwards. It's probably what it is. Let me see. From the switch, let me look at network topology one more time, y'all. Let me look at it with you guys. So from the switch, I should have port number 11. What switch is that? That's distribution switch number 2. Port number 11 should be going into FA01. This blue cable should be going to FA01. And it is. And then the FA00 interface 00 should be an FA01 in here. FA00. Yes, so that's correct. And it goes over there. So probably this one is not turned up right here. That's probably what's going on here. Because they're cabled up correctly. So, but it's up down. So maybe this guy is not turned up. Let's go to router 2 and check. Router 2 is over here. We'll do a show IP interface brief. Take a look at what's going on with that interface. That interface again was FA00, FA01 should be .2. FA01.2 is also up down. 224.0. So is he turned up though? Are any of these interfaces turned up? That's the question. Let's go to FA00. Those guys are up down for some reason. Interface FA0/0. No shut. Interface FA0/1. No shut. There's no shut on both sides there, so I don't know what's going on here. Maybe it is a cabling issue. Let me go back to router 3 and check that one more time. He said, what simulator are we using right now? Oh, you are working with real life. Yes, real life routers and switches, man. I'm actually using real life routers and switches. That's how so much we're in the future. People, we are, right? Y'all give me a second here. Let's see. You said. Give me a second. 6. Guess I'll get that. Alright, so those guys are turned up, but why are they not coming up? That's my question for you guys. Router 3 is also up down. And he's dot 3. Router 3's gig 00, FA00. Are these, so this one right here, that interface right there, what's going on with him? Is he a cable? Is this a cabling issue? Show run interface FA0/0. Let's see what's going on here, man. Oh, we got some OSPF stuff going on here. What the hell is all this, man? Maybe this is from another lab, man. 0/0. I mean, I doubt that's what's causing this issue, but yeah, I doubt that's what's causing this issue. But it's not shut down. Let's see here. What is going on here? Let me triple check the cable and ensure that it's plugged in just fine here. Router 2 looked like he got nothing on. Router 2 seems to be the problem. He is on, but he seems to be the problem because I'm looking at all of this. Everything that's connected to router 2 is having issues. That's what I'm seeing here. So, looks like router 2 is the culprit. What is going on with router 2? Let's check. What is wrong with router 2 here? Let's check everything on here. Let's see. Oh, we got all of this other stuff. What is going on here, man? Let me get rid of that too. Interface FA00. Let me get rid of all of that. He got his default routes there. I need to get rid of all of this right over here. So what you working with? Yeah, we were working with real life routers and switches there. Y'all let me know if you have any other questions. But router 2 is definitely the culprit because I see everything that's connected to router 2. So let's see. I'm gonna tell you which ones are not working. This interface is not working. That interface is not working. But these guys, they're up down. So this guy right here, I guess we'll give him a yellow. This guy is up down. This guy is up down. So if you look at this, just looking at these colors, you'll see that router 2 appears to be the culprit, even though he's turned on. So I guess we'll get some troubleshooting here, right? Some bonus troubleshooting. 00. Let me know this right here. Get rid of this authentication stuff. This is probably from a lab that I was working from another. I don't think it was a live stream because I don't remember doing any kind of. Maybe it was live stream. I don't know. Those interfaces are up, down. So, and they were definitely no shut. Maybe I should get rid of this right here. Let me get rid of. Can you get rid of that? I can't remember because he's not going to be doing any kind of natting. So, no NBI 0, right? I don't know if you can get rid of that or not. No, you can't get rid of that. I forgot how you can get rid of that actually. Anybody remember how to get rid of that virtual interface? FA00 and FA01, they're not shut, right? Interface FA0/0, not shut.
One eternity later.
Chill out, man. FA0/1. So, I mean, I don't know what it, maybe it's just a cabling issue altogether. Maybe I should just try a different cable. Y'all need to try a different cable? I've seen stuff like this happen at work where I'm just like, man, what's wrong? What's wrong? I try a different cable and the shit works, man. So let's try a different cable. Ow. All right. Let's try a different cable. That might be the issue. Who knows? Nah, I don't think that's the issue because, yeah, router 2 is definitely the culprit, and I don't know what's wrong with router 2. Maybe I could reboot him? Huh. I'm not too sure what's going on with router 2. Anybody have any? Yeah, it wasn't a cabling issue. We could probably try rebooting it, but let's see. Those interfaces are admin down. We got a loopback on here. Let's take a look at this router table. Anybody have any suggestions, or you just have a loopback? How do you get rid of that virtual interface too? Are they up down on router 1 also? Yeah, the ones that are yellow right here are up down. So that you see that? So router 1 is right here. This interface is up down, and then I believe that interface is up. If you want me to check that too, though, I'll check. Router 1. Show IP interface brief, and that just the inside interface. It's up. The one you were talking about right there, yes, it is up down, but that's because this guy right here is down. He got all these red X's, so all these ones in the yellow are going to be up down, whereas this is up. This is up. So the problem we're having so far, just by looking at this, you'll see it's all on a wide area network. And to me, everything is pointing to router 2. So it's something on here that's causing an issue. It's not cabling. I swapped the cable out. How do you get rid of the NVI interface, though? I don't know if that has anything to do with it, though. Removing NVI 0 interface. Let's see, can you remove it? How do I disable it? Is there a way to disable it? It's up and it's unnumbered. Let's see. How do you disable it? I created it, and interfaces are virtual interfaces created by NAT. Yes, well, how do you remove it? Damn. It created. Is there a way to do this? Yes, it's a virtual interface created by NAT, but I don't know if that has anything to do with it. Trying to get rid of that NVI interface. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, though. I'll give you a second. I've got some other stuff here to work on.
Hours later.
Hold on, chill out, man. Yeah, definitely router 2 is the issue, but I don't know what it is, man. I don't want to reboot. Maybe I should reboot. I don't know. Let's take a look at the configs. There's not much that I really need to do on router 2. So, yeah, he just got these static routes. And then, yeah, this is what I'm going to do here. I'm going to copy and paste everything. Let's reboot that guy and see if we can fix that. So we're just going to have to reboot this guy real quick. Reboot. Reload. No. Confirm. We're going to reload router 2 and then redo all the interfaces there. That's what we're gonna do. This interface was FA00. That's FA01. This is FA00. That's FA01. We haven't even got to the NAT part yet, right? We're doing some troubleshooting here. Exiting out of that, he's gonna exit out of that. He's gonna exit out of this. He's gonna no shut, exit out of that, and then do these routes right here. No shut, no shut, no shut. Yep. I think everything here looks correct. So once he's done reloading, let's move on to the next task. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna move on while that guy is loading up. So and then we'll paste all those other configurations there. On router 1, configure static NAT, which we just did. Verify the NAT process is occurring, which we also did. Remember, we went on router 1 and we saw this translation right here. From the console of router 2, which is rebooting, they said to send 10,000 pings to destination address .99. Right? The ping should be successful. And then after that, they want us to look at the translations, which we're not going to do right now because router 2 is rebooting right now. Then they want us to do a show TCP brief and take a look at that output. Yes, it's that late over here, man.
24 hours later.
Then they want us to look at the translations on router 1. Once we do that, which we just did right now, then they want us to configure and verify pooled NAT on router 3. So maybe we can jump on that while router 2 is booting up. Let's see, is he still booting up? Looks like he's starting up now. He's waking up. He's starting to wake up.
3 hours later.
Come on, router 2. And y'all got any questions so far, or has anybody caught up? Somebody probably already ahead of me. If you got the lab, again, the lab for this is in the Discord server. The link is right there in the chat. It's pinned to the top of this chat, and then you can follow along. Right now, let me go ahead and just copy and paste all of this stuff. Standby mode. Okay. Yeah, let's copy and paste all of this on router 2. Let's take a look at what he's got going on. He probably got some cabling issues too. Let's see. Those interfaces are still showing up. Okay, so now, yeah, that guy's admin down. He's up down, but he has a different IP address. Let's get rid of those loopbacks real quick. I saved that to the running config, and I didn't really mean to do that. 200. Alright, so those guys are gone. I'm just gonna save that for now. I think that was part of an ASA lab that I was working on. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Kawar, but he has a course on Udemy. And I'm taking his ASA course because I deal with a lot of ASAs and stuff. ASA firewalls at work. FA0/0. Let me get rid of that IP address real quick. For now. Loopback 0 is going to have a different interface, but I will paste it in a second here. So let's go ahead and paste all of this. Hopefully I got everything in here correct. And I don't get any errors. We got our routes, our static routes. FA0 just turned up. That looks good. 01 just turned up, rather. But what about 00? That's my question. What's going on with FA00? He don't look like he turning up right now. Show IP interface brief. Who we got up? No, they now still up down. What is going on here, man? This got to be a cabling issue, or I really can't call it, y'all. I might have to move on because I don't know what's going on with router 2. I don't remember having issues with this router before. I've done a bunch of live streams with this router, so Let's take a look again. Yeah, I don't think this is a cabling issue, because they're definitely no shut. Get my favorites here.
Bruh.
No, God! No, God, please, no! No!
Yeah, man.
No!
He definitely should have that interface there. You know what? Let me move on to router 3 and do that pooled NAT. But see, if I do set up that pooled NAT, I won't be able to send anything to router 2. Let's see. Am I gonna have to work with router 2 on pooled NAT? No, it don't look like it. Because I'm gonna be doing pings from the PC, it looks like. On router 3, configure pooled NAT. So here's what we'll do. We'll skip this part right now. I'm gonna go on router 3 and set up the pooled NAT on this router right over here. All right? Because I don't see anything that they want us to do. The first thing they want us to do is create an access control list. So let's do that. Router 3 is over here. Even though his outside interface right here is up down also, which tells me it's something with router 2. It's got to be something on router 2. I don't know what it is. I might just work on it tonight, and then I'll let y'all know, maybe in Discord server. No shut. Let me make sure that guy's no shut. He's not shut or anything like that. I really couldn't tell you why that's happening. I don't think it's a cabling issue, because I swapped cables. Right? I did. Yes, I did. Yeah, see, he's up, down. It's definitely something on the other end, man. Alright, get out of this. IP access list. What they want us to do with this access list? Create an access list number 33 that and identifies the source addresses of interfaces of traffic that should be translated. Traffic with source addresses matching this access list are referred to as interesting and will be processed through the NAT rule. For this lab, specify the entire 10.110 network. So we're going to set an access control list over here on this side. There's going to be an access control list here. And then we're going to say match any traffic that's coming from the 10.110 network, which is what? This entire network, pretty much. 10.100 network, rather. They said to name it access control list number 33, so it's the standard access control list 33. What else they want us to do? That's all we got to do there. Permit the address 10.1.0.0 network, wildcard mask of 0.0.0.25. 255 rather. 0.0.0.255. That should match everything on this network right here. So match everything on this network to permit it through that through this router, through that interface there. Now we're going to create a pool of addresses to use for the interesting address traffic translations. You should have authority to use these addresses, and outside networks should route traffic destined to these addresses to you. For this lab, we'll use 2 addresses from the subnet connecting router 3 to router 2. 2 addresses from this subnet right here. As an outside translated interface, and they want us to name it pooled NAT. How do we do that? Get out of this, and it's IP NAT pool. Isn't it NAT pool? Yes, NAT pool, and then pooled. All caps they wanted. Oh, pooled NAT. And then what? The start IP address. They said the 2 addresses from that subnet, which is 209.165. 224, the first one is .1, but they wanted us to use .5 and 6. So 209.165 .165 224.5 and 6. So 224.5 and then question marks so y'all can see, right? The ending address is 209.165.224.6, and then what? The network mask, I believe, should be /24. They used prefix length though, so you can do either way, I think, right? I think these are both the same thing, prefix length and network mask. You could either write out 255.255.0 or do prefix length and then 24. I'm gonna use network. Well, they use prefix length, so I don't use that feature, right? So /24 is the same thing as 255.255.255.0, right? So I think you can use either or there. In this case, it's 24. So we created that pool here, right? So it created that virtual interface that's used for NAT, right? This you'll only see this on hardware. I don't think you'll use this. You'll see this on like both on NetSam or anything like that. So now I'll explain real quick what we're doing here, right? So we created the ACL here, right? We're saying permit anything from this network right here, 10.1.1.0 network or 10.1.0.1 network. We created that ACL. And then we said anybody that matches this traffic, when they get out through this interface right here, use the address either .5 or .6 from this network when you're leaving, right? And that's what we did with this right here. That's the pool of addresses we're using. But remember, this is not scalable because there's only 2 usable addresses here. And yeah, it's just not, it's not really, it's not scalable like port address translation would be. Port address translation is the reason why we've been able to use IPv4 for so long and just keep kicking the can down the road, really. Associate the interesting addresses with the NAT pool. So we created the pool, we created the ACL, and now we got to tie those in together. How do we do that? IP NAT, I'm trying to do this without over there, NAT Inside source list. The list, the ACL was what? ACL number 33, right? That's what we're referring it to, 33. Question mark, you'll see, do you want to specify the interface or the pool? We created a pool, and it was called pool NAT. Then what? We can overload an address translation if we want. Did they do that? They did not. They just tied the ACL to the pool, and that was it. Another thing is, I don't remember who it was that asked that question. I think his name was Matt from the last live stream. He asked, how come when you create this access control list, well, that's not the access, that's what we did, the inside and outside. When you created the access control list over here, how come we didn't have to tie it to an actual interface, right? We created the ACL. We didn't say, oh, apply it to this interface or apply it to the outside interface. When you're tying an ACL to a network address translation rule or pool or whatever, you ain't got to apply it to an interface. It's just already, applied to whatever interface you specify your NAT at, if that makes any sense. Because remember, when you create an ACL, you have to apply it to an interface. Well, with NAT, you don't have to do that. And I used to think that before until, shout out to Kelvin Tran. He has a YouTube channel as well on, like, you know, same thing we're doing here, labbing and Cisco stuff like that. But he was the one that explained to me that you don't have to apply the ACL to an interface when you're using NAT. And I think that's why this interface gets created too. I don't remember. That NVI0 interface that you saw earlier, this right here, I think that has something to do with it. I don't remember. Yeah, NVI0 is interfaces that is created by NAT. So I guess if you want some more information on that, I can put it in the Discord server. But let's see. He said, what's the running config say on router 2? You want to see that? Good question. We copied and pasted everything. I rebooted it, and then I copied and pasted everything. I don't know why those interfaces are not up. Let's see. There are no shut. I had these OSPF stuff that's in there, but I don't think that's what's causing this. Because I removed it earlier, and that still didn't do anything. So if you want me to remove those, I could do that. We just got to know these out of FA00. If y'all want to do that. FA00, right? So no for that, no for this. FA00 on router 2. Come on, man. 00. Paste that in there. And get rid of that. I still don't think that's what's causing it though. Yeah, we don't have any kind of. Oh, we do have router OSPF that's in there. I don't think that's causing it either though. Let's get rid of that. No router interface. Let's get rid of that. I doubt that's the problem though. Show IP protocols. There's probably none running. Show yeah, I really couldn't tell y'all why he wants to look at the routing config on router 2 to see what's causing why my interface is. It may be just a hardware issue. Who knows? Maybe this router is on its last leg, man. The serial interfaces are shut down. That has nothing to do with it. These are the interfaces we was working with. This loopback, right? Dot 1, 2, and 3. Right, you see that? Where's that interface at? I mean that map at. So dot 1 is the loopback. Here's dot 2 and dot 2 on that one, right? FA01 should be dot 2. We have double interfaces there? Ah, look at that. No, that's not. That's 200.2 and that's 224.2. I was like, what's going on here? Yeah, okay. I thought we had a duplicate IP address issue there for a second. It would have spit at us anyway. It would have gave us that error there. I don't think this is a layer 3 issue though, man. At least I don't think. Who knows? Maybe it's some sort of hardware issue. I don't know. What does the router config say? Y'all hit me that like button. I know this is a much longer stream. This is why my labs go a lot smoother when I'm using Boson NetSim, man, because it's a controlled environment. We don't have to worry about hardware issues like this and stuff like that. And then once we're missing something, we just push Control G, and it tells you you didn't complete this lab yet. You're missing something. So that's why my Boson NetSims labs go a lot smoother. I don't have to worry about cabling issues and none of this stuff right here, man. Which is why I need to start using GNS3 or even G again because of issues like this. But y'all know I like tinkering with hardware, man. Yeah, I really couldn't tell you what's wrong there. So let me skip that part for now. We created the ACL. We tied the ACL to the, well, we created the pool. We created the ACL. We created the pool. We tied the ACL to the pool. We needed to enable what's the outside and the inside interfaces. So we look at this right here, right? When we said that this is our border, right, or our demarcation point, whatever the fuck you want to call it, right? This is gonna be our inside interface, and this is gonna be our outside interface, right? This should be inside local, and this should be inside global. I used to get confused with the inside local, inside global, and outside global and outside local, which is which. It sounds like, I was watching the Keith Barker video. He's like, sounds like fucking Dr. Seuss. He ain't say it like that, but he said it sounds like a Dr. Seuss book or whatever. Inside local, outside global, whatever. Now, just by explaining it to y'all, it's starting to make sense for me, right? I hope that makes sense for y'all, right? We know that this is our inside router. If this is our inside router, and everything else will be considered our outside router. And everything that's on the wide area network would be considered global. So that's how this is inside global. This side is inside local. So that means inside global would be here. I mean, outside global would be here. And outside global would be whatever's back here. Either that loopback or this interface, whatever. That would be in outside local, if that makes sense. Right? So let's go ahead and specify which one's the inside interface and outside interface. Interface FA00 /0 is the 00 is the outside interface, right? You see that right there? That's the outside interface. I know it says G, but my interfaces are different, right? Interface FA00 is IP NAT outside. The other one is for some reason the routing process takes a little bit when it's defining the outside and inside interface. This is probably a slower router. Who knows? Maybe that's how it works. But interface FA0/1 will be the inside interface. IP NAT inside. Right? Y'all with me so far? verify the NAT process is occurring on router 3. They want to, on router 3, show the command show IP interface, show IP NAT translations, which we've done a million times this week, right? Show IP NAT translations. There's nothing there. Well, probably because we don't have any traffic going through and nothing's translating. So maybe we can grab this PC, send some interesting traffic, and see what happens. It's probably going to die because, why? Because this router, those interfaces are not turned up. I don't know what's wrong with router 2. I don't know if it's a hardware issue. Maybe I need to swap it out with something else. Because I do have some other routers that I could probably swap it out with. I don't know what's going on with him. But let's go ahead and send the ping from the switch connected to distribution layer 2. I'm going to ping the default gateway. I'm going to ping, let's ping, let's try to ping it anyway. Let's try to ping that anyway. 209.165.240.2, right? No. What's that address? .2? Yeah, is that right there? It's going to be this address right here. 209.165.224.2, which I think I said that, right? I don't know. I'll have to rewind and check. 209.165.224.2. Press enter. It's probably going to die. Destination host unreachable. But either way, we should still see some traffic, right? Show IP NAT translations. No, we don't. Still no traffic. Let's see. Can I ping my default gateway? Let's see if I can ping my default gateway. What's my default gateway? My default gateway should be right over here. That guy right there. So 10.101. Yes. Ping 10.101. Am I connected? Yes. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm not even connected. That's why the cable slipped out. Now it is. Now it's alive. Now let me try to ping the other interface. That's what it was. That was a cabling issue too. Let's see if I was able to ping the default gateway now. Still no NAT translations, but I can ping the default gateway. That's a good thing. What I can't ping, so here's what I can do. Just to show y'all. I'm on this PC right here. I can ping this default gateway, but I can't ping this interface right here. Remember, because we already determined something wrong with this. I don't know. We checked the running configuration. I rebooted it. I checked cabling. None of that is the issue. So let me see if I could at least ping this out here, which is 224.3. It looks like, right? Let's see. Show IP interface brief. Should be that .3. Oh, I won't be able to because it's up down. See that? Let's see anyway though. Yeah, it's .224.3. Nope, can't ping it. It's up down. Interesting, rather interesting. Show run interface F800. What we got going on here? This is the I think what comes on when you turn on natting. That's what that is right there. I just can't ping that address. And I can't even show any NAT translations. Why? Because I'm not showing any traffic that's going out. So, definitely something wrong with router 2. And I don't feel like swapping this router out or anything like that right now. What do you say? Yeah, you asked me to check the running config. We did that already. What else can we do? Well, we tied the pool. Let's take a look at the pool. Actually. Let's see if we can at least look at the pool. Show IP NAT pool. I didn't know you could do this actually. NAT pool. You can't even do it on this command, on this router. Show IP NAT. That command doesn't work on this. I should be able to look at the pool name. Can you do show? Jeez, Litecoin, man, y'all. I invested in Litecoin, and it is just tanking right now. Has anybody followed any cryptocurrency? Any cryptocurrency heads in here? But Litecoin is just tanking right now. They just reached a 52-week low, I think yesterday or this morning, and I don't know if any other. I don't really watch any other cryptocurrencies, but that one is just tanking, man. And Man, does anybody follow any other or invest in any crypto? Y'all let me know how those are doing. But show NAT. You can't look at the NAT pool that way. I guess that command doesn't work on here. All right. Let's. I can't look at the translations because the router 2 doesn't work. Yeah, because I should have started continuous ping to .2, which is what they wanted me to do, was start sending a ping to .2, which is that right there. So what I'll have to do is start sending pings from here to there, but I can't do that because those interfaces are down. But what else did they want me to do after that? Look at the pool name again. Look at the pool. And then they will want me to do some NAT overloading. So let's see what happens with the NAT overload. Am I going to be doing anything else after that or before? Oh, and then after that, I'm going to be doing some continuous pings, and then that's pretty much it. Port address translations. Let me just see what else is left, and then we'll cut this stream short because obviously router 2 is having issues there. Stop the pings on D2, DC3. Let me do this. I want to see if the switch can ping. Well, the switch will probably be able to ping the router over there. What I'm going to do is from D2 to switch. This switch. I'm going to see if I can ping. Well, I should be able to ping that router right there. And then I should be able to ping from that to the PC. Right? The router is 10.101. Right? 10.1.0.1. It looked like it died there for a second, but yeah, he was able to ping it. And then he should obviously be able to ping the PC, which is 10.1.0.50. Right? 10.1.0.50. Because it was able to ping the other way. We got a reply from there too. At least something is fucking working here. I could the switch can ping those guys. I got the local area network working, but for some reason router 2, and it's leading me to believe it's a hardware issue, and I don't want to give up, man. Anybody think they know what's the issue here? Why are these interfaces up down? It wasn't a cabling issue. I took a look at it. Show IP interface brief. Can you run a show interface on FA00 on router 2? Good question, Thune. I like that question, man. Shout out to the team for trying to. He said on router 2, FA00. Let's see. Router 2. Show. Oh, I already did that, didn't I? It's right up here. FA00. There it is right there. Yeah, so you wanted me to look at router 2 FA00, which is this interface right here. So router 2's FA00 right there. That's what you want me to look at. Yeah, it's right there. .2. Yeah, he's the cabled up. He's .2. So 224, 165, 200.2. That is correct. Let me actually look at the cabling one more time, though. Let me just do that real quick. But shout out to Tune for pointing that out. Even though I did look at it. But who knows? Maybe it is a cabling issue. Maybe I could just reseat these cables. I don't know. Don't think that's anything wrong with it, but I'm gonna swap some cables out in hopes of any of this working. Nope. Yeah, but just by looking at this, man, router 2, he don't got no blinkety blink lights on here. I don't know, man. I think later on in the stream, after this stream, I'm gonna just troubleshoot this router. Don't know. None of these interfaces ain't working though. Not sure what's going on here. I typically don't have any issues with that router. We had I just unplugged my third monitor there. What else? Could we check? Taking out this little, I had a USB stick that's in there. Yeah, I couldn't tell y'all, man. I can't call it. What we got going on over here? Let me move this over. He said that will show if there are errors. Oh, you said show interface, not show run interface. I removed a cable there, so you said show interface. Show interface. I see what you mean. FA 0/0. Do we have any errors or anything in here? I guess good question. Output, there's some traffic. Looks like. No errors though. I guess that would have let us know if there was if it was a cabling issue though, right? Is that what you're saying? Move that bad boy over. Move this Discord server over. All this other stuff over. Where's my stream at?
One eternity later.
Yeah, it don't look like it's a cabling issue, but it says 180 outputs there. If I run it again, 186. So it looked like there's traffic that's kind of going outbound, but those interfaces are still up down. So I really couldn't tell you what's going on here. I might swap out that router. That's the only one that had those serial interfaces though, so I'll have to take that. I'm gonna swap it out. I'm not gonna do that now though, because that'll be too much cabling and stuff, and moving stuff around. So what I'll probably do is swap it out for another router and then check that out. I might have to cut this stream short, y'all, because the rest of the other stuff is requiring me to send pings over to this router and stuff like that. That way we can see the translations and stuff, the translation table. So let me see what else they got going on here. After we create the pool, they want us to do show IP NAT translations, a show IP NAT pool, and then check the pool name and stuff like that. That command don't work on my router because it's a little bit older. Let's see. Where is that mouse at? Second here. TLX. Let me see. Did I get it? Let me see. You can actually check. Let me see. Input and output rate is also 0. Let's see.
One eternity later.
You said input and output rate, which is located here. Yeah, so it's not sending it. It's not sending and receiving in any traffic though, right? And obviously he won't be able to ping or anything like that. So maybe it's something with this router. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna swap this router out. I don't want to do it on this stream because it'll be a. You know, I could do that. Y'all want to do that now? Y'all let me know, man. Hit me with a 1 if y'all want me to actually swap the router out and then continue streaming. Because we could do that and then configure one of these other routers to actually get this going. Might do that now anyway. Let's see. I need a power cord. Because I do have another router that we could try this out with. Let me check real quick. I'm going to make him router 2. He's actually router 4. That's what I'll do. We'll try that out real quick. And switch 4. That's what I'm going to do here, y'all. Oops. That's not him. He's going to be router 2. I got another router to try, guys. Fuck it. He's actually router 4. No, you know what? I'm going to use this guy, router 6. These are also fast Ethernet ports. No, this is gigabit Ethernet right here. We use these gigabit Ethernets. Console. Y'all give me a second. I'll be able to swap this out. There's nothing much I got to do here. Luckily, I've got some extra routers we could try. All right, this is what we're gonna do. I've got a router 6 going here, and it looked like he's powering on. He said fresh out of work at the knock carrier team, so we'll be like usual. It's the weekend, why not? Yeah, seriously, man. But I do have, I have a router 6 that I've got powered on right now. It's a newer version. It's a 1941 router, 1921 rather. It's super quiet. I like that router. It's powering on right now. The ports are similar. It has gigabit interfaces, so we have exactly on this one gigabit 001 and gigabit 000. We'll just have to copy and paste everything else on there. He's listed as router 6 though, so where is those commands at? Let's see. Bloop, 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 bloop. There it is right there. And then change that to, that was actually here. All this was gigabit. So that's all correct. That should be all correct. We'll name him router 2, even though he's listed as router 4 on there. So everything else is correct. So once he's powered on, we're gonna paste all of this in, and hopefully it works, man. Let's see. So that guy's powering on right now.
Wiley, sir, please talk to me, please.
I didn't have anything else for that one. Yeah, give me a second here. Oh, Mr. Rush. Hey, appreciate you for tuning in. Appreciate you for subbing to the channel, man. Even though we're running into some technical difficulties here. What's going on with this thing, man? Yeah, so shout out to Mr. Ruff for subbing to the channel, even though he's watching these technical difficulties here. All right, so router 4 looked like he's powered, or router 6 looked like he's powered on. I'm gonna change him to router 2, and we'll see if we can get these going here. Let me see. Let me. No, they're shut down, so those interfaces should be shut down. Let's see. Admin down, admin down, admin down. There you go. Startup config present. Show. Run. Let's see what we're working with here. Show IP interface brief. I could have seen it in there. Everything's admin down. Everything's admin down. And those are gig 0, 0, and gig 0, 1. So I need to get rid of this. That's 0, 1. Oops. That wasn't right. Yeah, gig 0, 1 like that. The other one should be gig 0, 0. And the other one is gig 0, 1. What else? That's gig 0, 0. What else? I think that's pretty much it. He's named as router 6 right now. We're gonna change him to router 2 in a second. Go to global config mode. Copy and paste all of this. And if it don't come up, then we might have to call it up down. That don't look good. Now it's up. I hope he stays up. He looked like he's up. So it must have been a hardware issue with router 2. I might have to throw that thing in the dumpster. All right, let's see. Let's take a look at what's going on here. Show IP interface brief. Oh.
1 eternity later.
Man, thank you so much, man. I guess we can send some. Let me get the PC going. So this guy is finally up. We have a router 2 going. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to throw that other thing in the dumpster or troubleshoot it and figure out what's going on. But we have this guy finally back up and running. I had to swap it out with another router. What I'm gonna do now is have PC3. We already know that we can ping the default gateway. We already know we can ping the interface VLAN there. Let's see if we can ping that interface right over there, right? All right, so PC3, we're gonna see if we can get out and ping this interface right over here, which was 200.165. I think it's in my cache still. Yep, 209.165, 224.2. Well, I'm gonna do .3 first. I can ping .3. That's a good sign. Can I ping .2? Timed out. We got a reply. It dropped one ping, but I'll send it again. Good. All right. We good to go, man. So I had to swap that router out, man. I'm going to have to troubleshoot that later off stream. But basically, I was able to send a ping through there. So now that we've done that, we should be able to look at our network address translation. We already defined a, whatchamacallit, the inside interface over here. We need to define the outside interface over here, which means we should be able to see some translation between that was going on through here, right? We'll go to router 3 and see what we got going on there. Show IP NAT translations, and there's the translations we was looking for. 224.5 was the inside global. So when we exited this interface, when we sent traffic out that way, the exiting interface, he used the address 224.5 and then appended the .1 to the end of it. The inside local address for that PC, right? That's his inside local, 10.1050, and then they just put the 1 at the end of it. So his outside local and global, those are going to be the same because that router is not doing any kind of natting or anything like that. We don't know what's on the inside over here. Now this is from this guy's vantage point. He sent traffic there. That's the outside local and global. They're the same, as you can see there. And that's what they wanted us to see. Thank God we swapped that router out. And Yeah, shout out to Creed 9 for go ahead and pushing me to just get the other one going. He said fresh out the work. Okay, so dang, so this is a long stream. Yeah, I had to swap. We have some issues with this router over here. I don't know what's wrong. I don't know if it's a hardware. It must have been some sort of hardware issue. This router right here was having issues, so I swapped it out with another router. Typically, when I use my hardware, it's a little bit longer because I have cabling I gotta do. I gotta do some, you know, IP addressing, change host names, and all that other stuff, right? And usually when I do my Boson labs, those are typically shorter because it's a controlled environment. We don't have to do any IP addressing or cabling and stuff like that. The technology that we're looking for and ready to lab is ready to go. So that's why it takes it's a little quicker for me to do those labs. When I do the hardware labs, it takes a little bit longer. But, you know, appreciate y'all for rocking with me, man, even through these technical issues that I was going through. So what else did they wanted us to see earlier? The pool name. And look at the pool statistics. Apparently that command does not work on this router. Here's the thing. For me, this router is a 1841 router. These two routers are 1841s. This is a 1921, so it's a newer model. I think it's integrated services router, right? ISR. Let me see if he can run that command, because that command did not work over there. Show IP NAT pool. Show IP NAT pool. Yeah, see, that command don't work on there. Hopefully it works on the newer one. If it doesn't, then I don't know what to say. I don't know what to tell y'all, man. Show IP NAT. Let's see. Nope, it don't work on there either. Is that command? Yeah, show IP NAT pool and then the name of it. So does anybody know if there's another way to look at the NAT pool statistics? That's NAT 64. Show pool. No, that's policy map. Show IP NAT. That's the only NAT commands you can do there. NVI, redundancy, statistics. It's NVI 0, which is not on that, not on there. Show IP NAT statistics, and then what else? That one don't have it, so we'll go to router 3. He's the one that doing the translation. So IP NAT statistics. We already did the translation. Remember, this gives a lot of information there. So don't forget translation and statistics. Statistics give us a lot of information. We defined the outside interface and inside interface, right? Outside. Inside. What else we got? We sent some pings there, 15 hits, 0 misses, so it didn't drop any traffic really. The name of the access control list that's tied to the pool, name pooled NAT, and then the range of the pool. We have 2 addresses that we can use here. We've already used one, so I don't have a PC4, so I'm only going to use one, and that's probably why they wanted us to put an extra PC there, so that way they can see what happens when we're using those 2 addresses that are the only 2 addresses that's available in this pool, which is .5 and .6. You see that? He said, credit to you. Translations? Yeah, we're doing network address translation again today. Again, I'm using the actual hardware today. So, like I said, that's why it takes a little bit longer, because I got to cable this stuff up. And that's why people use GNS3 or even G. It's a lot quicker to do the labs on there, man. You could just, you know, drag and drop your routers and switches and your PCs and stuff like that. You ain't got to worry about, you know, pinging from another PC and shit like that. But,
are you fucking stupid?
I'm just old school like that. I like using hardware, man. So, next thing they wanted us to do, so I can't do the pool command, from the command prompt on PC3, send a continuous ping to .2. So they want me to send from .2, which is, who is .2? To .2. From PC3. So from this guy, they want me to send continuous pings to that. Continuous pings from that PC, right? And then they want me to look at the translations for some reason. I don't know why. The ping should be successful, and then look at the translations. So, okay, let me do that then. -T. So I'm sending those pings. All right, let's look at the translations real quick. Show IP NAT translations. Right, so I'm sending continuous pings there from the command prompt of PC4. Well, they want me to do that. Oh, and that's what they want me to do. So now they want me to overuse the addresses is what's going on here. So they want me to send continuous pings from this PC. Then they want me to send continuous pings from that PC. Then they actually want me to send continuous pings from the switch and see what happens when you go over the allocated amount of addresses available in the pool. We only have 2 addresses there. Here's what I can do, though. I have a PC over here. Bloop. Oh, but he's in another network. I'd have to readdress him and do all of that to demonstrate this. Fuck all that, man. They wanted to see the PC address fail. They wanted to see the PC fail and then use up the address pool. They want to see what that happens. You know what? Let me do that, man. Here's what. All right. So here's what I'll do. Here's what I will do. I'm not gonna go over the address, but I will send another ping from the switch and see what happens. So let's go to the switch, which is D2, switch 2 right here. Send continuous pings to that. Repeat. Let's send 30,000 pings. Duh. See, you got to be quick with the soundboard, man, and I'll have all of them at my disposal here.
It's over 9,000!
Repeat. All right, so we're sending some pings there. We sending continuous pings from the PC as well, right? So here's I'm gonna demonstrate y'all real quick, right? So we're sending continuous pings from this PC. Going back and forth with that. Now I'm sending continuous pings from that. There's only 2 addresses available in the pool. I don't have a PC3 right now, so I won't be able to demonstrate what happens when you overuse addresses available in the pool. But we can see when we're nearing that, right? So let's do that real quick. Am I plugged up still? Yes, I am. Go to router 3 and look at the addressing translations. Bloop. That looks the same, though. We should have been using, let's see the statistics. He's used up only 1 address. There should be another one. There should be some from the PC. I mean, from the switch. Where's the switch at? Switch is sending continuous pings? Yeah, he is. Where's he sending them to? Oh, he's sending them to the PC, right? Yeah, he's sending, so this is what I'm doing wrong here. I'm sending them going this way. So there's no translation there. That's what's going on here. Let me send a translation going this way. Send a PC pings going that way. That's what's wrong here. Ping router 2. That address over there. Where's he at? This address. 224.2? Is it 224.2? Yes. So we'll go back to the switch and ping that address. We'll send 20,000 pings to that. I got 2 pings there. The fuck is wrong with me, man?
Are you fucking stupid?
Shut up, man. Repeat. 20,000. What he said? Man, come on, man. Ping. Oh, he's not even working. Oh, there you go. Now he's going. So now we should see, theoretically, we use up only 1 address, right? From the pool. We should theoretically see 2, because how is that happening? He's sending continuous pings to that address. Now he's sending continuous pings to that address, which theoretically means we should be using 2 addresses when we're egressing out of this pool, right? I mean, out of this interface right here. Let's see what happens. Let's go to router 3. Show IP NAT translate statistics. Now we've used up the whole 2 addresses in the pool. You see that? Now if I had one PC, but I'm too broke. It's not that too broke. I'm just too lazy to swap this guy over to that side over there, to this side over here. And then they want us to basically see what happens when we've overused our network address translation pool. That's why this method of network address translation is not scalable, because once you used up all the addresses in the pool, then you could have an outage. So imagine a school or some large organization, and you're doing a dynamic NAT, like using this dynamic NAT method. It's not really scalable. That's why we use port address translation, because addresses can time out, and then we have much more addresses available once we tack on when we do overloading and using 1 address in the pool. So that's what they wanted us to demonstrate here. We appreciate you, man. Appreciate you too. Pete. And so and you as well, Peter Hunt. Yeah, he said, good, man. I'm beginning. How you been? We got Kobe Ely in the building. Appreciate you for tuning in. Late night Sunday lab. Yeah, I'm doing a late night lab here, man. It's taking a little bit long because we ran into some technical issues on this PC right over here, or this router right over here. I swapped it out with another router, and we're finally able to get the lab going. So I thought it was a technical issue that I was having, but no, it was a hardware issue. I swapped out cables, I rebooted it, redid the addressing, and it was just some kind of hardware issue. So I might have to use this thing as a door stopper, or you know, just use it as a frisbee with my daughter and stuff like that. Bing! Hit her in the head with my router, right? Jeez, I have a morbid sense of humor. All right, so let's move on to the next task, which was they wanted us to. Let me stop the pings from this PC. Bloop. I sent out 384 pings from the PC. Switch 2, we already sent those pings. It dropped 1. That's why it took a little bit there. Clear the NAT translations from router 3. How do we do that? Clear IP NAT translation, and then it's star. Right? What does star do? It deletes all dynamic translations. We have other options we can do here. Forced to delete all dynamically all dynamic translations. We can do just IP address inside IP addresses. We're just do all. I don't know why they couldn't just come up with an all keyword. No, they wanted us to do a star there. Man, the hell with you, man. Mouse falling apart over here. All right. Once we clear the pool, once we clear the NAT translations, they want us to get rid of the pool and the and that NAT command there. So let's go to global config mode, get rid of this pool, or the tied, get rid of this that's tied, and then get rid of the ACL. Right? No, they didn't want us to get rid of the ACL. Yes, they did. Get rid of the ACL. And then finally, I think we're going to do NAT overload, which this method is what you're more likely to see on an enterprise network here, because like I said, it's more scalable and you can reuse more addresses by tacking on a port number at the end of it, and then you're only using one interface when you're exiting. So I'll explain real quick. When you're exiting out of this traffic right here, right, this is now with port address translation, we're going to tack on a port number. So let's say this was the IP address. He's going to have a port number like 66. It's going to look something like this right here. Except it's not going to be just like a 1. We'll have like 6439 or something like that. And then we can reuse different IP addresses by adding that number. But it'll be just one IP address when we're exiting. All right, I'll explain to y'all in a second here. So what they want us to do is, as a reminder, we already have the inside and outside interfaces. Now what they want us to do on router 3 is do the same thing, but tie the access control list to the outside interface, gig 00, right? There it is. Where is it? Right there. Gig 00. So they want us to, we have ACL number 33. Didn't they? Oh, did we get rid of the ACL? Did I just get rid of it? I don't know why they told me to get rid of it when we're going to reuse it. The fuck? I don't know why they told me to get rid of it when we're going to reuse it. Let's go back. Let's add that back. Get out of this. Show IP access lists. Is he still in there? No, he's not. Go back to global config mode. Come on, man. Interface. I'm sorry. I'll go back. Put that access list in there again. Enter. Oh. Where is it? Permit that network right there. Right? Show IP access lists. Show, come on, man. Show IP access lists. And there it is right there. So now we're going to allow everybody through that network. And then we're going to tie that access control list to what? Tie that access control list to this interface right here. That's what they're going to have us do, right? I think. Yeah, and then overload. So go to global config mode, and it is IP NAT source inside. No, IP NAT inside source, right? No, source. Or is it inside source? I thought it was an inside source. Source I thought it was source inside, I guess. Source is gonna be list number 33. Tie it to the interface. This right here. So the source is gonna be everybody from this network, 10.1.0 network. Tie it to this when you're actually when you're translating it, which is gig. Mine's gonna be FA00 because I have different interfaces, right? FA0/0. Oh, and then they want us to add the overload keyword. That overload keyword represents port address translation, right? Or NAT overload, sometimes they call it. Let me see what they call it in here. What they say, and that means, right? Overload means overload and address translation. So, and I hope I didn't put that other show IP NAT. How can you do it? IP NAT, not statistics, but statistics. So we can see our rule here. Our rule is inside source FA00. Okay, now what do they want us to do? We're almost done here, y'all. Well, I'm 2 hours into the stream. What a long stream, right? Typically, my streams usually last an hour, right? What they wanted us to do is, on router 3, show the address translations. There will be no translations, right? Because they should have timed out since I've been talking shit this whole time. Show IP NAT translations. There's none. They time out every now and then. Does anybody know what the default timer is for keeping the NAT in your cache? Let's see. IP NAT. Is there a way you can set how long to keep the translations? Translation. Yeah, you can set the timeout here. It's going to be one of these. I guess you could do IP, ICMP timeout, ARP and ping timeout. What's the default timer for network address translations? I believe it's maybe like, I don't know, a minute or something. Who knows? From the command prompt of PC3, start a continuous ping to .2. The ping should be successful. So I'm going to do that again. .2. -T. So I'm sending continuous pings now. We'll do a show IP network address translations again. Now we have a translation. That's this PC pinging the router over there, router 2, or it's on my right hand side over here. So from PC3, he's pinging that right there. That's why we was able to see the translation once we got past this. Next thing they wanted to do is to do the same thing on PC4, but I don't have a PC4 right now. They want me to, let me see. Oh, all they wanted us to do was send continuous pings from all these guys right here. So send continuous pings from that PC, this PC, and then distribution layer switch number 2. And that's pretty much it. And then we wrap up the lab. So we already got a continuous ping coming from this PC right here. I'll send a continuous ping from this right here as well. And then we could just look at the translations. That's all they wanted us to do. And then we'll look at the statistics. .2 was 209. So where's the switch at? Switch here. So they want us to send that also. Take a look at those translations. Here's the ping coming from the PC. We should see another translation coming from what? The switch. Show IP NAT translations. Now we got 2 translations there. And notice they have a different port number. So the PC was .2, and he's got a port number of 4. The other guy has a port number of 1. If I had another PC, do y'all want me to put this PC right here, take this, unplug this PC, plug him up over here, and then send continuous pings going that way so y'all can see a third translation? Because that's all they wanted us to do here, and then stop the continuous pings. But here's what I will do. If while y'all vote for that, we're almost wrapping up the stream here in a second here. Ping from this PC and see if we can ping all the way across. So now grab the other PC and do that while y'all let me know if y'all want me to swap the other ones out. Where's the other PC at? And then we're done here, man. Almost 2.5 hours in this stream here. The other PC is located under my nuts here. Power him on. Hashtag lab every day. Y'all hit me that like button. And subscribe to your boy. I typically stream Monday through Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right? But I'm going to be labbing every day. Yes, I'm going to stream every day. No matter how my day goes, man. If I'm tired, I'm going to try to stream for y'all, man. And I need a lab here. You guys hold me accountable. You guys help me out when I fuck up and everything like that. That's why I like labbing with you guys, man. This really helps me out. I hope it helps you guys out as well. If you're joined to the Discord server, or if you're not, there's a link in the top of this chat right here, right? Next time, you could just follow along with me and do the lab with me. And then maybe if you fix the problem, you can be like, put in the group chat, hey, look, man, I did this. That worked for me. You know, and it creates a better learning environment because I don't know everything, right? So I depend on you guys as well, right? Especially when I'm messing up. I get that buzzer right there. What is going on here? This guy don't even want to select this as a home network. All right, so now I'm going to ping. What was I trying to ping? 10.1.0. Let me see if I can ping my default gateway. Boom. Yes, I'm good. So that PC right here, he's good to ping his default gateway. I think we determined that at the beginning of the stream. Now let me see if he can ping that address right there. 209.165.200.2. Ping 209.165.200. I'm going to do .1 first. .1. Nope, he didn't ping him. General Fair, you know why? It's unplugged there, man.
Are you fucking stupid?
Let me plug him up. You should see a message there on, what's that? Was that switch 2? Yeah, there it is right there. It was unplugged, my bad, y'all. And now let me see if I can ping. Right now, yeah, so port fast is up. Let me see if I can ping .1 now. I got a reply. Good to go. Now let me see if I can ping .2. Come on, man. Okay, so I can ping there. This is what we do for basic troubleshooting. I'm able to ping the gateway. I'm able to ping .1. Well, that's the gateway. .2, which is over here. Let me see if I can ping that .2, which I should be able to, which is 224.2. So 224.2. I got a reply. I'm good to go there. And now let me see if I can actually ping that PC over there. 10.101. 10.1.0. Come on, man. 0.1. Let me see here. Get out of here, man. Alright, so .0.1. Pinging. Get on our knees. Pray to the network gods. Timed out. It's not working. So let's see. I'm not able to ping. So here's what I'm able. That's why I wanted to ping all the way. Didn't want to ping all the way across first. I was able to ping the default gateway. I was able to ping that right there. I was able to ping that PC right there. I mean, that internet interface right there. Let me see if I can ping this .2, which is 224.2. I was able to ping that. Let me see if I can ping, what is this right here? .3. Let's see if I can ping .3. Let's see, .3. .3. Don't look like it. 209. Is it 209? Yeah, 165, 224.3. .3 should be on switch or router 3. Right? Let's do a show IP interface brief. Yeah, that's the address I'm trying to ping from this PC here. So he's not able to ping that. Does this guy have a route to it? Yeah, he should do. He should. Oh, you know what? Maybe because there's probably no routes available back. Well, he has a static route going back the other way. What's his routing table look like? Show IP route. Yeah, he has some routes going back the other way. That's rather interesting. I'm able to ping each one of those except this right here. I can't ping this right here. Let me see. He said I got here late, but this is good stuff. Subscribe, man. I appreciate you for tuning in, man. shout out to Brendan for subscribing there. He said 65,000 addresses with port address triangulation. Didn't know that. That's what's up. Is wildcard? I think. Oh, star is wildcard. I think they got lazy and implemented the Linux function. Oh, that's interesting. Didn't know that. Shout out to SP123 for that fun fact there. I didn't know. I would have thought they would have just, I would have thought, man, they could have just used the all keyword there. Either they got lazy, or when you think about it, Cisco iOS, the underlay of it is Linux software, right? Peter Hunt said, gotta go next time. Hey, appreciate you for tuning in, man. Do you have a goodbye there? Let's see. I might have one.
Bye, have a great time.
Maybe I could add that guy right there.
You know the rules.
Bye, have a beautiful time.
That's the other one for when y'all leaving and stuff. What was I doing here? Oh, I was trying to ping across. So I was able to ping all the way up to this point right here where that red X is. So all the way here. So from this PC right here, I was able to ping with all those green lines, but this right here, I'm not able to ping that right there. Probably because I don't have a route to it, or does router 1 know how to get there? He doesn't know how to get there. And they don't, let me see. I think that's the issue there. Router 1 does not know how to get there. Does he have a route to show IP route? So, come on, man. Wake up! Jesus, man. So, IP routes. Does he have a route to the 220, what is that? Yeah, that's the 224.0 network. I think that's the issue there. No, he does not. See there? But he still sends his default, everything, his default gateway is to that router over there, 200.2, which is this right here. That's his default gateway. Does router 3 have a default gateway? He does not. That's probably the issue. That's probably the issue. See that? Let's take a look. Show, run, and then section routes. Yeah. He don't have a default route. Let's take a look at router 3. Did they ask us to add a default route? I'm looking at the commands here. They did. I didn't add it. Interesting. See, this is the, I guess this is why I kind of like this. Even though they asked us to copy and paste the commands there, we can run into issues like this where shit ain't working, right? Now it's up to you as an engineer to figure out, okay, why can't I reach this network? Oh, I don't have a static route. They asked me to put it in, but I didn't put it in. So that was my error there. Let's go to global config mode. Paste that bad boy in there. My interfaces are different. It's actually FA00, right? So I'm saying my static IP is, or static route is, send any traffic that I don't know to 224.2, which is this interface right over here, 224.2. So what essentially I'm saying is, any traffic that I don't know how to get there, just send it to that hop right there. So when he sends traffic out that way, and he needs to send it back because he don't know about this network, just send it out this way. He know how to get to that network, and that's how I should be able to get my ping back, right? So, is it FA00? Yes, it is. Press enter. Let's take a look at my static route. Show IP routes. Press enter. Come on, man. Fucking computer, man. Taking so long. What happened was the dog spilled some soda. Was it soda? No, it wasn't soda. It was adult juice. If y'all know what I'm saying. And all over the damn keyboard, man. Pissed me off, man. So, now, let's see if I can ping it. Uh, 224.3. So here's what we're going to try to do. Get on our knees, pray to the network gods, right? For anybody that's just tuning in, right? What I'm trying to do is ping from this PC to that PC, right? So basically I'm sending traffic that way and hopefully get there. Last time I was able to ping this default gateway. I was able to ping that outside address. I was able to ping that address. I was able to ping this address. And then once I got here, my damn favorite at, man? I didn't make it, man. It just basically died right over here. But that's basically because I didn't have a static route, I think. So we'll try to figure that out. Why is he? Oh man! All right, I'm just ready to go, man.
All right, ping. Let's get on our knees, pray to the network, guys.
Woo!
I gotta reply.
Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. Woo!
So yeah, that's what it was. I was missing that static route, is why I couldn't ping all the way across. Now I was able to get through, and what happened was, yeah, I had to set that default gateway, or that static route going out that way, default route rather. So I typically stream Monday through Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but lately I said I'm gonna lab every day. Right there. Yeah, I said I was gonna lab every day. So that's pretty much it tonight. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button on your way out. Where am I at? Can't say that right there. Hit that like button on your way out. Subscribe to your boy. And the next lab, am I going to do another NAT lab? We're going to lab tomorrow. It's typically, I stream Monday through, sometime between 6 to 9 every day. I try to lab, right? Or I try to stream, rather. Make sure you're joined to the Discord server, and you'll know exactly what time I stream. The link is right there on the top of the chat, and then you'll get the inside scoop on when exactly I stream. So, for now, comment, like, subscribe to the network.